Hi everyone, welcome to Relatively Refined. My name is Patty. If you are new here, welcome. We are a sister-led channel aimed at inspiring our viewers to create a cozy and fulfilling life at any age. We share bookish, travel, lifestyle, and wellness content. So if that is of interest to you, you are in the right place. I am Patty. I am the youngest of the Relatively Refined sisters. I live in northern Vermont. I provide a lot of seasonal content, living in a climate that has 4 pretty distinct seasons and a very long winter. And in today's video, it is the dead of winter here in northern Vermont, and it is bitter cold. And I know the rest of the country has been experiencing some cold weather as well. So I thought today's video would be a great opportunity to take you with me to one of my favorite midwinter places to go, which may surprise you. It's not the tropics, it is my local garden center. Anyway, it's cold, my car is warming up, so let's get going. Like many of you, those of us up here in New England and northern Vermont specifically are in a deep freeze. It has been so cold. And so one of my favorite things to do when being outside is not really an option is to go to a local garden center. And my favorite one is Gardener's Supply, specifically the one in Williston, Vermont. And I cannot tell you how good it felt to be in amongst the humidity and the plants. They were having a buy one, get one half off plant sale. So I was in heaven. This Rex begonia had my absolute heart. I think that's what it is. Nothing was really labeled. A few of them were labeled, but most of the ones I liked were not really labeled, so I had to go on what I thought. But I believe that's a Rex begonia, and it is so beautiful. And I think this here is a polka dot plant. Also really beautiful. They had gorgeous echeveria, which I really want to get started with some of these succulents. I think they're so pretty. There's something about the symmetry and the design of these echeveria that I just cannot take my eyes off of. And if they have a little bit of purple in them and that sagey silvery green, that's all the better. The string of pearls is also a plant I need to get one. I just love anything that drapes or hangs down. I think is so gorgeous. So I absolutely adore these little string of pearls. And I love that they have different sizes of plants. You know, plants can be a big investment and they grow. So, you know, if you can get yourself some smaller ones, there's some Tradescantia here. That's a great way to kind of affordably get yourself into some pretty green plants. I'm sorry about my camera work. I'm one-handed looking at labels, looking at plants, and I'm just all over the place because it's so beautiful. My skin was very happy to be in this greenhouse, I can tell you that. There were some snake plants, which I think are also just gorgeous. I love the vertical structure of them. I love the variegation. If they have stripes, I think they're so pretty. And again, they were through the end of January, so this is since passed, but they were buy one, get one half off, which was a great deal. I think these plants photograph so well. I spent a lot of time there looking at them, as you can see. There's some Sansevieria. Also just a really pretty structure. I switched the label. Somebody had moved it. That's the snake plant. I think these Swiss cheese plants are so cool. One of these days I will get them. And I loved all the bright colors, the variegation.
Absolutely beautiful. Look at how healthy that plant is. And I think there was some pothos in that beautiful chartreuse color. I think that's what this is. Just so pretty. You know, and it's the dead of winter and you're looking at these colors, you just can't help but feel good. And they have this gorgeous fountain in here, and I tried to get the sound of it, but there's fans and people, and it wasn't as relaxing as I thought it would be audibly. So trust me when I say I could have perched right here all day with that fountain going and been as happy as can be. There's an olive tree, and look at the variegation of these plants. This peperomia watermelon, I'm not sure why this did not come home with me. Absolutely gorgeous. Calathea. And look at the cyclamen. This I saw right at the end, and the color just captivated me along with that variegation. All right, well, let's head back home and I'll show you what I got. So I did end up getting a few things. I got some cactus mix, I did get some plants, I got some fertilizer, and some cyclamen.
Well, I am back from the garden center and I treated myself to these beautiful, gorgeous pink cyclamen. I'm so thrilled with these. Before I talk to you about them, I just want to show you my coat. This is what happens to our clothes in New England with the salt. I brushed up against my car and it is just covered with salt, so I have to wash that. There were so many beautiful house plants. I mean, there were the pothos, the snake plants. I love that Swiss cheese plant. I need to go back and with a different eye because I got so distracted. I just felt like I needed color. So I kind of zoomed in on the cyclamen and the African violets, and really I would love to get some of the nice green houseplants. So I won't be going back. So I wanted to show you these glorious cyclamen. So at Gardener Supply, which is where I was, I think it's through the end of the month, they're having a houseplant sale. Buy one, get one, half off, which is a great deal. And also if you buy pots there, they will pot them for you. So I spent a lot of time looking at all the different pots, and after all of that, I ultimately settled on terracotta, and I did get saucers for them, waterproof saucers. And the reason I went with terracotta, well, is twofold. One is you kind of can't go wrong with terracotta, and it's simple, goes with everything, and I wasn't sure about some of the other styles. And also, this will not hold in, clay dries rather quickly, terracotta does. And cyclamen are a little fussy in the water department, so I knew they needed to get out of their nursery containers. And I think terracotta is a good option for plants that do not like to be too wet. So the clay will keep them dry. It just seemed like a good option. Now the leaves of these are so beautiful, and I'll bring the camera in to see, but these are variegated, and they have this gorgeous like light green interior variegation. I love the heart shape of the leaves and the little scalloped or serrated edges, and the flowers themselves are so beautiful. I'm generally drawn to more of a cool pink than a hot pink, and these looked really cool in the nursery, but once I got them home, they look a little bit hot. So I'm hoping they'll settle into this kind of like cool pink color. And to me, they look like butterflies on the plant, and I just think they're so beautiful. Now, also when I was in the nursery, I thought they looked size appropriate. Once I got them home, I'm noticing they're quite large for my space, so I don't know. A little bit about the cyclamen, I don't know a ton, but what I do know is they're a tuberous plant. So best to water these from the bottom so the tubers or crown don't rot. The crown rot is a common problem with these. So definitely want to water from the bottom up. So I'll put these in a container of water and let them soak at the bottom. I'll put maybe 2 or 3 inches of water, and I'll let them sit there for probably, these are large, so probably about 30 minutes. And you can feel the soil to see if it's dry or not. So that is how they will be watered. I expect a little bit of shock, to the adjustment. We don't have nearly the light they have in the greenhouse there, but I have them by a window so they can get the most light. It's by a French door, so they have floor to ceiling light, and it is also cool there. They like to be cool, so I've got that covered, although my house is kind of dry this time of year. They're winter bloomers, so this is their time to shine, and really they're kind of an ideal windowsill plant. So if you have a window where they can get the light but also the coolness of the glass, this time of year it's really ideal. My windowsills are not big enough to accommodate this guy, so they're just kind of on the floor in front of the door until I figure out where I'm going to put them. And that's a good spot. It's not near a heater, and that gets the cool nights. They like to be, in the 60s at night. So my house is not even close to 60 degrees at night. However, by that door, that it will, I can feel the pot is cool. So I think they are going to be just fine there until I sort of iron out where they're going to go. But that is what I know about cyclamen. They do not like to be wet. They don't mind drying out in between waterings, but just keep it consistent, keep it from the bottom up. And they do like some humidity, which I have none here currently, but I do have light, I do have the cool temperature, so I think they'll be pretty happy. And I'm so happy to see color in my house. So I'm gonna try some spots for these and see if I settle on something. But I still am going to leave them by the door for the next few days. I would love to put them on the sideboard here, but in terms of light, I've got the doors here, so it would get some nice light. However, behind this is a baseboard heater, so I just feel like that's just going to be a little bit too much dry heat there. So I don't think that's going to be a good option, although I think it would be so stunning on that sideboard, don't you? All right, let's look at another option. Okay, I just moved this poinsettia, which is still going strong, and I put it here. I think it looks very pretty here. I have no baseboard heater, and I do have an exterior door, so it stays pretty cool in this spot. But I'm just not sure it's going to get enough light. The window is here. It's this kind of a dark corner. So, well, aesthetically, it looks beautiful. I think my poinsettia may have to come back there, and we'll see. So I think for right now, I'm going to have to think about this for a minute. I love it on this coffee table. Now, practically speaking, there's a couple reasons this may not work. One is it's a pretty large plant, and it would have to be moved if anyone is here watching TV, because it will block your view. I just have these red plaid pillows behind it, which I'd love to swap out for my green ones, and I might, because that is just too much of a clash, I think, the pink and the red. But I do love it here. I love to see it on the coffee table. I think it gets pretty decent light with the windows right there. And it certainly isn't going to get it's not near a heater. So that might be a good option for this one. There, I couldn't resist. I swapped out the pillow. Much better. I do love them on my counter. I have a very long island counter here. And it's just so nice to walk in the door from outside and see this nice pop of color. I probably won't put 2 here, but I'll probably keep 1 here and maybe 1 on the coffee table. What do you think about that? So you'll have to let me know in the comments, what is your favorite plant? These cyclamen are not my favorite, but I love that they bloom in the winter so I can see all this color this time of year. And they'll go dormant in the summer, which is perfectly fine. Right now is when I'm just craving the color.
Well, this is what I woke up to the following morning. Droop, droop, droop. So fear not, I'll let you know what I did to bring these right back to life. I first gave them a little steam shower. I just took an inverted bowl and I don't know, an inch or 2 of hot water, and I put the plant on top of the pedestal there, on top of the bowl, and kind of just let it steam. Just for a few minutes. I just let it kind of feel the humidity and the steam, and that seemed to perk it up. And then I followed that by about a 30-minute soak in room temperature water. And the result was it was right back to its original, perked up, absolutely beautiful self. Sometimes the leaves droop from overwatering, but in this case, I knew that was not the case because the soil was very dry. When this was repotted at Gardener's Supply, they did not add water, which makes perfect sense. And the soil they used was more like a cactus mix, very lightweight, because these plants like good drainage. So you really need a very lightweight, well-draining soil. And that will dry out quickly. So that was the issue. No worries. It is absolutely beautiful and ready to show off its gorgeous colors.
All right, everyone, that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, will you please give it a thumbs up? That really helps our channel out. It helps the algorithm. When you like the video or share the video or leave a comment, that really lets YouTube know to push our video out, which helps our channel to grow. And when we grow, we can bring more and more content to you. So again, if you would give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments either what your favorite houseplant is, what you love to get this time of year in the middle of winter for your home. And if that seems like too much, I'm perfectly fine with a flower emoji. So I hope you subscribe to the channel, all the things, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, I hope you take care, stay warm, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.